We just hit 150 subs. Now, I have no idea how I've been growing at all since I haven't been uploading, but I figured that as the summer ends, I can make one final special to commemorate this milestone. Now, I'm not gonna lie to myself. I just came from an era of inactivity and failed promises, and it's really been eating at me for a long time. So I figured that maybe for this special, I can catch up on the things that I failed to do or chose not to do. Because, I don't want to end up like Rice Gum telling people, maybe I'm going to do daily vlogs every day, and then I don't. I just literally do not. Now, one thing that's haunted me every time that I go to my created level section is a level that I call S Kino Super Buff. Now, this is a reference to back 1.5 years ago when I made a super buff version of Shitty Kinos by Rexiger, who now goes by something else. I don't remember the name. But I'd said in the end of the video that I would verify it soon, and I never did it. So, yeah, I beat it. Now, I'm sure that even the people who were around back then don't remember that I did this. And, let's be honest, it's because it was a forgettable video. But I did it, even though no one asked for it, so, it's like the second to last video that I uploaded as of this date. Alright, next topic. Now, some of you may remember that I promised to make a video at the beginning of the summer, and, the choices were an explanation of my April Fool's video, or an explanation of why I hadn't been active for the last 9 months. I think it chose the correct option because I would rather know why a creator had been inactive for 9 months rather than, an explanation of the worst video on the internet. But yeah, as you may be able to tell, it doesn't exist. I actually did make a script and record all of the audio, but it doesn't exist. The reason why is actually pretty simple. Too personal. I kind of just wrote down my life story for the past 1.5 years and, called it a day. And then I thought, should I really upload this? And I never explained why. Just to show you how in-depth it goes from the beginning of 7th grade until the beginning of high school. All that to explain why I hadn't been uploading. Alright, so I kind of made more work for myself by doing this because I actually have to make an explanation of my April Fool's video because I said I would in the description. Now, if you haven't watched it yet, please do not. I specifically crafted it to be the worst YouTube video I could possibly make. Don't do that to yourself. So this project is actually more complicated and simple than it might seem. Back in April 1st of 2022, I found just lack of context really funny for no reason. And I say back then because the recent Gen Z memes have kind of ruined it because they're not funny at all, and it just took all the humor away from a lack of context. My humor as a child was kind of just confusing people, and I just kind of brought that back. It is actually kind of funny now because some people who watched it back then actually thought that I was doing an ARG or that there was some kind of meaning to it, and there wasn't. It was just completely random. It was actually kind of fascinating how the human brain tries to look for context even when it's not there. So many people tried looking for context where it wasn't there, but no one ever thought to just say, you know what, this is a horrible video. But not all of it was a joke. The parts where I was talking for a long time were completely serious. It's just that it was buried under so many minutes of complete chaos to the point that no one would be there to watch it, so I could just get away with it scot-free. So yeah, that is essentially the concept of my April Fool's video. There are other details I can get into, but I don't think I have time for that, so if anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Now, the next one is not that serious, but I still feel embarrassed about it, so on my birthday, I sent a message saying, stream soon, but I didn't, so I just removed it from the message. So I decided to literally rewind time back to July 31st and then start a stream. Look, there I am, I did it. And yeah, I think that's it for promises. Now would be a good time to discuss my 100 subscriber special, which does not exist. There was actually going to be a special, but I never completed it, so I'll just roll the intro. Time to create a special for 100 subscribers. I wonder how long ago that happens. Yep, perfectly on time. So yeah, my 100 sub special was going to be a math tutorial, and it never ended up happening. So if I see enough support for it, I'll do it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share for this special. I just wanted to clarify some things, but I'll end this off with one final promise. So as you know, I've been inactive for a long time, and I really don't want to be the type of person who's too stressed to make content during the school year and only makes content during the summer. I don't want to be a person who only uploads or only is ever active during the summer. And one final promise I'm going to make in this video is that I won't let that happen again. I can't. Because if I fail, that'll be the end. Alright, bye.